This is probably the most disgusting game that I'll play this year, hands down. Hands down. Well, we're going to tackle it right here. It's a game that actually caught my eye just a few days ago when it actually launched. I didn't know it was a game that was actually out there, but I wanted to try my hand into some sort of a simulation type game. And I've actually never tried simulators before, but this one just really tweaked my eye and I was like, I gotta get into this. I gotta play it. So come join me as we play Autopsy Simulator. Let's jump into it. Autopsy Simulator is a story-driven mystery game with medically accurate simulations. Step into an eerie dissection room and perform realistic examinations on gruesome corpses, solve disturbing criminal cases, and face devastating horrors, both real and supernatural. All right, so here we go. We got the main menu. We're going to go ahead and jump in and select play. I'm kind of digging the VHS tape here. Story mode 1991, Dead Memories. Okay, let's jump into it. Ooh.
Office of the Medical Examiner, Beatsville. Dr. Jack Hampton is speaking. How can I help you?
Good evening, this is Kate Brooks. I'm not sure if you remember me. A few weeks ago, we talked about an article I'm working on. It's about your wife. I dropped by last Friday to speak to you, but you weren't working at the time. I asked the security guard to pass on a note for me. I would like us to discuss the topic of...
I thought I had made it painfully obvious for the last time. No! Please don't call me again and stop inquiring about my wife.
He took that.
Journalists. They don't let me work. God damn it. I'm not in the best frame of mind to record a lecture for my students now. I'm feeling...
Is that bottle full?
Broken.
Or is it empty?
Where did I leave my meds this time?
Uh-oh, now where did he leave his meds? Check the bathroom for your pills. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I'm digging this music here too. This is actually quite interesting. All right, so let's move here. Do we want to go? Move left. How do we move right? D. Okay. Move forward.
This place is starting to look like a hoarder's dream rather than a storage room.
Yeah, check the bath. I don't think this is the bathroom. Oh, there's the bathroom. Here we go. There they are.
Okay, time to pull myself together.
Yeah, pull it together, buddy.
And get back to work.
This is interesting. Look at this bathroom. Dude, it's a mess. Look at this. You got toilet paper on the ground. You got empty cans, garbage bags, urinals. I can't tell if they're dirty. Man, this place needs a makeover.
I need to set the camera first.
Take the camera from the storage room. Okay.
Now remember, Jack, don't forget, hit the record button this time.
Jack, don't forget to hit that record button. All right, so place it on the tripod. Place it on the tripod in the dissecting room. All right, well, where's the dissecting room? That's the bathroom. That's out of order. Is this it?
Hopefully the new tripod is going to hold up.
There it is. Oh! Hello? Just like that, huh? Right into it. Okay. Yeah, hi. Okay, well, we're just gonna kind of walk around. I just want to explore this autopsy room here. Let's see what's. Yeah, you got this little spinny thing here. You got a board. You got really dim looking lights here. Kind of interesting. Oh, what's okay? Nice. Scissors, scalpels, some sort of ejection type thing. Maybe to suck fluids out. Okay. And a bedpan looking thing. And whatever these clamps are. All right. Toby Chambers. Is that our first victim that's just kind of hanging out on the table? Okay. Make sure you hit record there, buddy.
Now, I just have to get everything in frame.
Frame the cadaver and begin recording. I'd say that's a good spot.
This should be fine. November 20th, 1991. Time, 8:43 p.m. Recording for medical students from the University of Missouri. This autopsy is conducted by Jack Hanman. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the autopsy room. Today, you will have the dubious pleasure of following a full autopsy, step by step. For those of you who have already performed your first autopsy, this will refresh your basic knowledge. In turn, for those whose knowledge is only theoretical, I advise not to watch this after a meal.
Yeah, we don't want any vomiting up in here. No eating before the autopsy. Where's the clipboard? Out of order. Okay, don't use that one. Where's the clipboard? I may need to turn down my mouse sensitivity. I'm getting sick here. Look, where is the damn clipboard? Take a look at the clipboard. Am I going crazy here? Where is it? Is this it? No, that's not it. Let's put that back. I bet you this damn clipboard is right here in front of me somewhere. Where is this clipboard?
Let's start.
Is that the clipboard? That's a chalkboard. That ain't no clipboard. Is this what I'm supposed to look for? Okay, well, we'll just roll with it. Tell students what is important in this profession. All right, well, let's let them know.
Always wear an apron, mask, and gloves. Goggles are a must when the job is splashy. And in case of sharp accidents, it's worth having disinfectants at hand. It's true that you won't get ptomaine poisoning straight away, but if your liver or kidney aren't doing well, you may end up with diarrhea.
Delicious.
The cadaver is placed on its back on the autopsy table. The pathologist stands on the right of the deceased. Make sure that all the necessary tools are always at hand so that you don't have to run around looking for something like I do all the time. In the process of revealing and securing forensic evidence, it is difficult not to interfere with the original condition of the deceased. Written and photographic documentation plays a vital role throughout the entire examination process. During your research, be patient, inquisitive, but above all, attentive to detail. Many entries are visible at first glance, but sometimes they can be cover for more interesting stories. And lastly, remember that nothing teaches you self-narration like working with the dead. So get used to that fact soon. Everyone will think you're talking to yourself.
Okay, everybody get all that? All right.
Now, onto the police folder. That will contain all sorts of pertinent information as to who the deceased might be and what potentially happened to them. So, let's take a closer look, shall we?
Let's take a closer look. What do we have in front of us here?
The deceased's name is Tobias Chambers, locally known as Old Toby. Homeless and unemployed for at least a couple of years. The body was noticed by a station employee during the morning shift. Initially, he thought that someone had thrown some boots and a coat in a nearby ditch. It took him a moment to recognize the pile of clothes as the body of a man. The deceased was found on the outskirts of a parking lot at a gas station, where he often begged and persistently offered drivers to wash their car windows. Signs of libation were found around the body. Empty bottles, traces of an inept attempt to start a fire, and a scattered makeshift blanket.
All right, I guess we're on to something here.
He worked most of his life at the local port dealing with unloaded cargo. He was fired for being drunk and starting fights. His son runs a hardware store on his own. His wife left him years ago. They both had no contact with the deceased.
All right. Well, can we flip pages here? No.
It's worth remembering the context around the scene of a death. This allows you to better interpret any traces found on the body. I shouldn't start the procedure without gloves.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Where are those gloves? Where are those gloves? Those pesky gloves!
Now it's our turn to take some pictures for our files. If I can just remember where I left the camera. It's in here somewhere.
The camera. Okay, so... Not that camera. An actual camera. Right? So it's got to be around here somewhere. I bet I'm overlooking it again. Apparently this was the clipboard. Pick up the photo camera from the desk drawer. Oh, it would probably...
There you are. I knew it was here somewhere.
Should probably read before doing anything. Oh.
As I mentioned at the beginning, before we begin the internal examination, we need to document the cadaver and the condition it arrived in. We begin with a full body photo. Try and stick to the top-down rule, but this is not always possible. Let's keep in mind it's all about the legibility, not the perfect frame.
Okay. Take a general photo of the deceased. Do we need to zoom in? I'm trying to take a photo. Let's zoom out. Do I need to get closer? Maybe I should move back. There we go.
Voila. Now we move on to the next step. Looking for traces. Take your time. Look at the corpse from different sides, from different angles, up close, and from a distance. You're looking for anything out of the ordinary.
Anything out of the ordinary. Okay. Well, I guess you would be marks on the body to photograph. Well, that was my first instinct. I was looking at scars. Oh, well, what do you know? No? Okay. Well, I guess maybe this right here. No? I'm trying to take a photo. Is that not it?
The poorly healed wound. Looks old. I'll take a closer look later.
I had to zoom in. I didn't think I had to zoom in. All right. Let's go back. What else? Maybe this right here? No? That one right there? Maybe? No? No? Oh, wait. Well.
Hardened hands, worn out by physical work, and frostbite?
Frostbite. Physical hands. Oh, there's another mark.
That's something interesting. It will be necessary to check whether this injury was severe enough to cause damage to the brain.
Blunt force trauma could be the cause of death, but we're about to find out. Well, you can rotate the photo. Okay. All right, got more photos to take here. It was lighting up by the feet. Oh, here we go.
Some wounds in the feet and signs of frostbite, probably because the subject's shoes were too small.
Possibly. All right, what else we got?
We will check which of our initial observations will be worthy of further consideration. But before we get to that, I need to write down some basic data.
Pin the photos to the board. Oh, wait. These boards. Got it. Perform the autopsy.
personal information.
Oh.
Every pathologist must keep a detailed record of every step of the autopsy. This not only allows you to track the procedure, but also collates the results together, upon which you may back up your conclusions. So, enough of the boring prep. Let's begin by taking a closer look at the spots I photographed earlier. For this, you're going to need a magnifying glass.
Okay. Inspect the areas of concern with the magnifying glass. Okay. Oh. Tools. Okay. There we go.
Which spot first? Here we can see frostbite on the fingertips. We can tell by the characteristic skin color.
Yeah, I can see that. They're dark.
It looks like a burn mark. No doubt painful, but it's not pertinent for this case.
Definitely not pertinent for this case. What else we got? Yeah.
I can confirm the presence of ecchymosis on the deceased man's head. The appearance indicates the intravital nature of the wound. Add alcohol, which I can clearly smell, and this was an accident just waiting to happen.
Do I need to move? Yes.
Definitely a painful mix of frostbite, abrasions, and blisters. Old Toby had been wearing shoes too small for him for a very long time. That's if he wore any at all.
That's some pretty nasty frostbite there.
So far, there are a lot of superficial wounds, but only one serious injury to the head. Let's go back to our notes.
Let's go back to our notes. Clipboard.
First, I mark the location of the injuries and make notes for each one. So...
Okay, highlight the previously found wounds on the clipboard. Manquin? Is that how you said? Mannequin? 4 spots. Oh, here we go.
Even though this type
I've never done an autopsy before. Cut me some slack.
We're still required to record it. The head wound. Definitely an important clue. This is something we'll investigate first. We're not in frost season yet, but high humidity, wind, and the inability to warm up can also be causes of frostbite.
This is true.
If Toby's body was cold for a prolonged period, the frostbite could have resulted from the body's defense reaction. The safety of the internal organs is more important than fingers, nose, or ears. As you can see, we don't have much to go on. Let's write down what preliminary causes of death we can think of.
What can we, possible causes of death. What do we got?
The nights have been particularly nasty lately. We will check if there are any signs of freezing internally. Various types of accidents are a common cause of death among the homeless and the elderly. Perhaps old Toby slipped and accidentally hit his head.
Perhaps it could have been a fall.
Considering the conditions in which he slept, his body may have become hypothermic. Since the deceased clearly smelled of alcohol, I'll add alcohol poisoning to our list.
Could be a possibility. We'll explore a little bit more.
We still have one thing left from the basics: rigor mortis.
I bet we're gonna sit there and pull on the arm and see how stiff it is. Is that what we're gonna do? I'm just guessing at this point.
Well, we take our deceased by the hand, gradually we raise it.
Ha yeah, I think I'm doing this right. Here we go.
Now let it go. As you can see, the hand falls loose. What's the conclusion? Death must have occurred more than 72 hours ago. Head trauma seems the most promising, so we'll start there. For this, I need an oscillating saw.
All right. Well, let's go to my tools. He needs a saw.
The cut is made from ear to ear.
Now we're getting into it. Oh.
After which, we remove the skin and the top of the skull.
I'm okay. I'm all right. Yeah, we're good here. We're good here. All right, let's continue. I might need some water. All right. Where were we? Begin a thorough brain analysis by examining the organ.
After the basic examination, we can see that the brain's cerebral gyri in both hemispheres are symmetric. The brain looks good. Let's take a cross-section.
Okay.
Some pathologists prefer to examine organs without removing them. However, for me, it's much more convenient to examine them on a board, which we'll do now.
Okay, so dissect the brain at the cutting board. Oh, hey, look, it's already over there. Let's go check it out. Okay, all right. Okay.
Holding a long, narrow blade knife in the dominant hand, we slowly cut the cranial nerves on both sides, all the time pulling the brain towards us.
I'm trying to...
So far, so good.
Ooh.
The hematoma seems to have had no effect on the brain.
The hematoma seems to have had no effect on the brain. I guess we're going to return to the autopsy table. How do we do that? Do we just walk over there? Okay, why is everything blurry?
Pills. I need my pills.
Oh no, he needs pills.
I need pills. Pills. I need my pills.
I'm trying to find them. It keeps telling me, return to the autopsy. Do I need to go back to the office? There's the brain. Where was his pills to begin with? Was it here? Ah, there they are. There they are. I knew they were out here somewhere. I thought I was just overlooking the autopsy room. But there they are. Hey, now you can see. All right, good job, buddy. Let's go back and dissect some human bodies. Okay.
We can rule the fatal accident out as well.
So if I ever need pills, now I know that I have to go to the bathroom and get those. Gotcha.
The brain is in good condition, so we have no choice but to proceed to the internal examination of the other organs.
Internal examination.
I have a scalpel from my kit.
All right, we gotta go to tools.
The
Scalpel.
incision should be in the shape of a letter Y.
Okay, so we're about to make an incision
to reach all the way to the ribs and to penetrate the abdominal wall.
Okay. All right, we gotta make a deep cut here.
All right, now we peel back and separate the skin.
With an empty hand, peel back the skin flaps. Okay, we're about to peel back the skin flaps.
Now, we need to remove the ribs. We'll need the loppers for this.
What do we need? The loppers? Okay. Let's get the loppers.
Quite a satisfying crunch, for some anyway. After removing the cartilage tissue, we instantly notice two things. Firstly, there is no congestion of the internal organs. This
You don't
means
say.
that although the deceased was hypothermic, it didn't kill him. Secondly, the deceased smoked like a chimney. So, we should take a closer look at those lungs.
Yeah. Begin a thorough lung analysis by examining the organ. Okay.
We can see widespread black and tarry deposits caused by smoking cigarettes.
Yes, I see that.
Despite the tragic condition of the lungs, they are not the cause of death. Alice smoked too. It didn't kill her, but... what was I talking about? lungs. Yes. Advanced inflammation.
Not related to the cause of death. Both lungs. What did he say? Select the syringe and obtain 3 samples for toxicology testing. Okay. Oh wait, no. We want to go back here. We want to go to tools. We need to get our syringe.
Specifically 3. From the eye, the heart, and the bladder. I'm interested to see the concentrate. Vitreous humor analysis is very useful in indicating long-term alcohol abuse.
Okay.
5 milliliters from the left ventricle should do it.
Bladder.
Left on the bladder, we draw about 10 milliliters of fluid. Now we take our samples to the centrifuge. But before I do that, I need to find my notebook. My dyscalculia means that I always double-check the settings.
Okay. Retrieve the notebook from the office with the necessary values to run centrifuge. Okay, we gotta go back to his office. Where was it? I think I just passed it.
This whole thing is covered in stains.
Yeah.
I should check this out under the microscope sometime.
Yeah, you should. Should give that thing a nice little
Let's get back to the examination.
cleaning. Okay. Use the centrifuge. All right. There we go.
We put all of the samples into the rotor.
I just gotta look for stuff lighting up in the background.
Now, we set the appropriate time and speed. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, these things spin really fast, don't they? Like in real life when you watch those things spin?
Shit. The fuses again.
Uh-oh. Now we gotta go check the fuses out.
Where were we? Oh, yes. The blood alcohol concentration.
Okay. I thought I had to go like flip a switch or something. I guess not.
Let's see what we've got here.
Collect the samples. Okay.
Everything's separated as it should. Our lab is closed until tomorrow after the last, incident. However, considering that Toby's favorite eau de parfum appears to be ethanol, I'm guessing the results won't surprise me at all. Let's go further. We will now focus on the cardiovascular system, specifically the heart. We remove the organ and examine it closely.
Okay, here we go. We're about to remove the organs.
We look for dark hypoxic areas, clots, or other elements that stand out as abnormal. At first glance, the heart looks fine. The pulmonary trunk and aorta seem to be in good condition. There are no pathological changes that would have contributed to Toby's death. Now let's take a closer look at the stomach. Size is normal, healthy, and as expected, the stomach has no major external damage. We must now cut it open and inspect inside.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
We will do it carefully so that its contents do not spill out.
Oh, we don't want content spilling out now, do we? I bet it's over here on the table. Oh, there it is. Okay.
We open the stomach along the greater curvature, from the heart to the pyloric end.
Okay.
I already feel like there's something left inside.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna cut the stomach open. Oh. Yes. Wonderful. Okay. Oh. Okay. Almost there. And boom.
Okay, large amount of gas. Small amounts of yellow, grayish food content, resembling some kind of meat.
Looks like applesauce.
Either our deceased hadn't eaten in days, or the bulk of his stomach had already found a way out. Looks like I'll have to find the missing contents.
Oh no, don't tell me we gotta go through the intestines.
There are 2 ways here. One is obvious, and the other is It couldn't have been suffocation.
No, of course
I'll
not.
add this to the list and move on to the deceased's neck.
All right, we're gonna move on to the deceased neck.
At first glance, the trachea looks normal.
It does.
Same result as with the stomach. The external inspection doesn't tell us anything. This time we'll cut on a tray. While cutting such a small organ as the trachea, we must make a precise incision.
Okay, so now we need to make a precise
To be able to
incision.
cut with
Okay.
the very tip of the blade, we must hold the scalpel as we would a pen.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna cut right into this bad boy. Ready? Oh, the noises.
And after careful examination, we've got it. A clogged trachea. It's time to summarize the whole thing.
Okay, so we go back over here, right? Okay.
Based on the report and preliminary documentation, it's safe to assume that the deceased passed out after consumption of alcohol and then fell asleep on his back.
Okay, sounds interesting.
The gastric contents refluxed and flooded the airways, causing death.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's why we don't forget about the recovery position at dorm parties.
Okay. Asphyxiation? Choking. The deceased probably fell asleep or fainted after drinking a large amount of alcohol. Don't drink a large amount of alcohol. Its concentration suppressed signals in the brain that control the gag reflex, leading to choking.
Now it's all clear.
Accident.
The death was suffocation. Now, signature.
Write your signature at the bottom of the form. Like my signature? We write our own signature? Okay. Or do we put his signature?
The mystery is solved. But for us, this is not the end. First, the dead body needs to be cleaned up.
Okay.
For this, we will need to close the body and grab the needle. First, we unroll the skin flaps.
Are we gonna put the organs back? Okay.
And then, we sew the deceased back up.
Okay. Needle.
I'm using the baseball stitch technique. This stitching method is very strong and quick to do.
Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm just moving the mouse back and forth. Leave the body.
Now we say goodbye to the deceased and put them safely in the fridge, ready for the next stage of their journey.
Okay. And we're just gonna slide it in there. Oh. Okay. Shut the door.
God, I'm tired. I'll drop these samples off at the lab on the way to the bar.
We got one here. We got frozen meat. Frozen meat. An accomplishment. All right, head to your car in the parking lot. Is this thing still on? It's still on. Do we need to turn it off? I mean, we're done, right?
I'll call Steven. I don't feel like trekking along today.
Okay, we're gonna head outside. Did we just complete our first autopsy? Uh-oh. This ain't normal. Oh. Okay. All right. What is all this? Oh. Ah. Okay. He must be having a little bit of a hallucination here. What's happening? Okay, I'm like in the skulls. We're in the skulls. I don't know what's happening. He must be hallucinating. Dude needs his pills. He needs his pills. That's kind of creepy, isn't it? Oh my goodness. All right. We're just now getting into chapter 1? Man, that was weird with the skulls, wasn't it?
Forgive me.
That was weird.
What? Christ. What a dream.
Don't tell me we just dreamed that whole entire thing. Take your pills to the bathroom.
Pill a day keeps the defective Jack away.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just here observing the game.
It's a shame this won't help with my hangover.
Okay. Now the phone's ringing.
The fucking phone.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Okay. I know I'm late. I'll be there soon. It's not like the dead are impatient.
Jack.
Ah!
Alice? Who is this?
It's Charlotte Graves.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
Thought it was his wife.
I thought it was work calling.
It's okay. I hate it when work calls me at home, too. How is everything? We haven't talked since... you know.
Well, there are good days, and there are bad days. What can I say? At least I can hide away at work.
Well, you always were the most comfortable in the dissecting room. Listen, I have an unusual request.
Okay, how can I help?
It's nothing serious. I just wanted to ask, do you have any pictures of Alice? Maybe one where the two of us are together? I'd love to have something to remind me of her.
I guess. I'm not sure. I'll look through her things.
Thank you. I'm sorry to trouble you with this. All this can't be easy for you.
I'll get through it somehow. I've been meaning to sort through her stuff for a while. Have you asked Stephen if he has anything?
Yes, I spoke with him this morning. He said he gave everything to their mother and that I should ask you.
I see.
Jack, I know you're trying. That you.
Oh, he's trying all right.
Stephen's there for you. Although, well, we all know how he can be. But, I mean, if you wanted to reminisce about Alice, talk.
I really should go now. I overslept, I'm late for work, and I still have some errands to run on the way.
Oh. Okay, sure. Sorry to keep you.
I'll look for something and send it over. Thanks for the call, and bye.
Oh, do you have my address?
Not on hand. You'd best remind me again.
292 Browning Lane, apartment 432, Johnson City, New York, 13790.
Got it. Thanks.
Thank you. It would mean a lot to me. Just miss her so much.
Yeah, me too. And that's okay. Really, no problem.
Thank you. Take care, Jack.
You too, Charlotte. It was nice to hear you. Well,
Interesting.
That was a bit unexpected. I should probably find something to send.
We should do that. Now, mind you, I got the lights turned down pretty low, and I'm trying to see if it was actually a good idea or not. I'm going to turn it up just a pinch. There we go. I wanted to set the mood, set the tone for the game, and this music is actually pretty creepy in the background too. I might add that, say so myself, or however you say that, as I may say so myself. Creepy ass music. Find a photo of Alice and an envelope to send to Charlotte. Okay, what do I need to find first? Those are
It's always good to have something for a rainy day. Alice and Charlotte in Amsterdam.
Oh, wait. Is that enough?
It deserves to be on display and not hidden in a drawer.
Oh, hey, look, an envelope. It wasn't there before.
Time to go to work. I'm seriously late.
Post the letter in the mail. Oh, okay, so we got
I should grab some coffee and aspirin on the way.
Oh, wait. We should probably shut this door. Okay. Post a letter in the mailbox. I guess we got to go downstairs. We take the elevator. I guess we're taking the stairs. What's that? Hold on. What's that poster say? That thing. Movie based on Brody Robertson bestseller. Huh. Wonder if that's a real movie. Should look it up. Where is the mailbox? We got to find the mailbox. That's not a mailbox. Okay, that's not a mailbox either. There's got to be a mailbox around here somewhere. Somewhere. Oh, hey, a mailbox. There you are. You got an address?
Help, Charlotte.
Okay.
Okay. All done here. Time to go. Huh?
What? What? What was that? Okay. I guess it was nothing. Well, let's go to work.
Damn, I forgot my jacket. Well, I'll brave it for tonight. Too bad.
I think you'll be okay.
Nice and fresh. At least it's peaceful here.
Peatsville, medical examiner. Yeah, what a great atmosphere here. Really sets the tone, you know. Okay, I'm here.
Good evening, Mr. Ridley.
Oh, he's not here?
Time sheet.
Oh, there he is. Do I need to sign in? No? Okay.
Some corpses have more personality than this guy.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh. Wait. Go to the office. There
Christ. Who leaves the window open in the middle of November?
Yeah, really, let's
I better
close it.
check the answering machine.
we go. Who needs fresh air accomplishment?
Hi, Jack. I dropped by a little early today. I left the body with Ridley in the corridor. He wasn't sitting in the locker then, so maybe he'll even throw him into the room. How are you doing? Yeah, I mean, it's your first birthday without her, and... This, I run to the John like the neighbor's fucking dog. You know, today I slipped on his shit again. That fucking furball. He always has to shit next to my car. Anyway, I can't come over in the evening, but we'll catch up on the weekend, okay? Bye. I almost forgot. Charlotte called me this morning. She asked about you, so answer your calls, Jack. This time it's not a reprimand for being late.
That's par for the course. The Windows clown will learn to look under his feet. Birthday. I actually forgot it was today. Alice baked me muffins like these.
Inspect your muffin.
A treat for later. I always crave something sweet after a section. Okay, joke's over. Apron, gloves, and get to work.
Got it. Let's see, he's got some other items here.
Due to a lack of preparation, this time the lecture will be improvised.
And
Won't
the
be
fan?
needed for the next few months. I guess it was in another life.
Okay. How about coffee?
What? Still no mold? What kind of cheap and nasty coffee is this?
Yuck. Oh, you can turn the light off. We'll leave that on.
I don't understand why you can't just smoke outside.
All right. Oh, we got a new body. Where's my apron? Oh.
Ah, man. I remember you. You were on that talent show. What was your name again? I've got to remember to do that later. And that's the whole point.
Set up the camcorder. Gotcha.
Steven laughs at me for recording everything. He says I have a bigger collection of stuff like this than most of the creeps he's caught. Time, 9:13 p.m. The autopsy is conducted by Jack Hanman. Lecture for the Medical University of Missouri. After yesterday's lecture, you should already know the ins and outs, so today we'll be consolidating our knowledge. So, where do I start? That's right, release folder.
Gotta grab this.
Ah, yes, Samantha Barker. Now remember, there's probably gonna be a lot of chatter about this. Found in her own apartment by police patrol. Officers were called by a concerned friend of the deceased, who had been unable to contact Barker for several days. When questioned, friends admitted that Samantha's last days before losing contact seemed extremely happy and relaxed. She also quit drinking alcohol and mentioned something about rehab. The friend also admits that there was no indication of an impending tragedy. During the interrogation, a friend of the deceased admitted that Samantha never got to grips with the sudden fame that came after winning such a high-profile talent show.
Okay.
The deceased was found in her own apartment, in a semi-recumbent position on an armchair. Large quantities of alcohol and empty packets of sleeping pills were also found in the apartment. After her first album became a commercial success, she was hit with a creative drought. She suffered panic attacks and severe sleep problems. Drugs and medication came into play.
I think that's it.
Well, let's see what settled this matter. As you can see, the body is fully clothed. Therefore, before we move on to photographic documentation... Okay, now we can continue with the examination. Again, begin by taking photographs of the cadaver. I guarantee that over time, it will cease being embarrassing for you.
Okay, we need our camera. Where's the camera? Oh yeah, in the drawer. So the first initial thoughts of the game, if you've made it this far into the video, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm just kind of giving my initial thoughts so far. So the first autopsy that you perform, you're just trying to figure out, where to find materials, cameras, your equipment that you're going to use, the video camera, your apron, your gloves, your pills. Don't forget your pills. And just trying to figure out how stuff works. So far that's where I'm at. Now we're on our second autopsy. So I'm pretty sure the same rules apply going forward. But my initial thoughts so far of this game is actually not too bad. It's really interesting, and I know we're just now skimming the surface. We're going to continue on. We'll finish this last autopsy and we're going to see where it finishes, or where it takes us. So we're gonna continue on here. Let's see.
And now, any suspicious looking marks or wounds.
All right, so like we did on the first one, we gotta check for wounds, marks.
Yes, I've seen this many times.
Many times.
Well, there's even more here.
Okay, we got some other marks here. Here? Right here. Oh wait, we gotta zoom in, right?
Interesting. Very uneven. We need to investigate this.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty wound there. I think we need to go on the other side. Right here. That looks pretty gnarly. That's not good. There should be one more.
You don't get such bruises from a normal contusion.
Interesting.
A few we will need to look into here.
Analyze the photos in the photo board. Okay. Perform the autopsy. Ladies and gentlemen, our official second autopsy.
Notes prepared. Time to take a closer look.
Okay. So we need to inspect the areas of concern with the magnifying glass. Oh wait, we gotta go to our tools, magnifier. Okay.
The number of bruises suggests that there may have been some kind of tussle.
Yeah, it does look like there was something going on there. And this one's
Such
pretty gnarly
bruises
too.
are caused by either a very heavy blow or by some internal issues. Some furrows have imprinted more strongly, others less, as if someone was, undecided.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. This one's bad too.
And here's something interesting. The skin of the deceased is covered with numerous blisters. Some of them are ruptured. Others still contain fluid residue.
That is interesting. Feet.
More numerous blisters. We
Okay.
have some leads to investigate here.
Yeah,
Let's write
we
this down.
sure do. Better write this down. Highlight the previous wounds found on the clipboard. Okay. Shift.
Given the condition of the deceased, it's difficult to tell immediately whether the bruises were the result of a struggle or perhaps the result of iron deficiency. Currently, it's difficult to say whether the bruises were the result of a beating or whether it could be some kind of internal bleeding. In general, such blisters usually appear in the case of mechanical abrasions, but due to the place of occurrence, this should be excluded. The
Should
most
be.
likely cause of such skin changes is the high concentration of barbiturates in the body. Although it's easier to have abrasions on your feet, but the number and size of the blisters suggest that it's probably a matter of barbiturate poisoning.
Could be.
On the neck of the deceased, we can see clear furrows, indicating that strangulation may be the probable cause of death. The examination with a UV lamp will, after examining the organs, we can
Skipping
easily
around a little too
verify whether
fast.
there was internal bleeding or whether the deceased was suffering from something. I'll add barbiturates to the list of necessary tests to be checked in the lab later. A severed spinal cord, trauma to the larynx, or trachea will verify whether the hanging was the final nail in Miss Barker's coffin. Given the testimony of the victim's friend, I add alcohol poisoning to the list of potential causes of Miss Barker's death.
I don't know, it could be.
No doubt quickly
Could be.
verify that. I'll check for external traces. For this, we use the good old UV lamp.
Okay. The good old UV lamp. Wait. All right, yeah, we gotta go to our tools. And the
I look
UV lamp.
carefully at the whole body. UV rays will reveal any traces. The area around the head is empty. Torso, empty without marks. Right hand clean. The left hand seems to be fine. No marks. Legs, there's nothing here. Well, nothing to surprise us here. Now gently, we take the deceased by the hand.
Okay, here we go. Wait.
And we check for rigor mortis.
Rigor mortis. Let's see. Okay, I grab this. Pull this up. Down, up. A little more.
Again,
And then drop.
the hand falls freely. After yesterday, you should know what this means. Since we
Okay.
don't have a definitive lead, we will examine all the key organs one by one. So,
All right, now comes the
starting
autopsy.
internal inspection.
All right, so now we're going to do the internal inspection. We're going to need our tools.
I
Scalpel.
dissect the skin of the deceased.
All right, this one. Okay, here we go. All right, we're going to start a standard Y incision. And we're going to go down the chest here, abdomen, stomach.
And I proceed to deflect the skin flaps. Compared with yesterday's body, the deceased has only trace amounts of adipose tissue.
Okay, here we go. I wonder what the inside. Oh, man. Oh,
Now for the ribs.
okay. So now we need our other tool here. Our loppers.
What do we have here? Or rather, what don't we have? There is certainly no sign of internal bleeding. Sometimes regarding bruising, it doesn't take much. My wife was constantly banging into furniture, walking into door frames. It's a wonder she never broke anything. Before I disembowel the deceased, I will take samples for toxicological tests to determine the alcohol content in the body.
Okay.
I just need my syringe. Just to be sure, I'm taking samples from 3 organs: the eyeball, the heart, and the bladder. Analysis will rule out, or confirm, alcohol poisoning as the cause of death.
The eyeball? I've heard of like bladder and heart, but the eyeball? Ooh. The sound that it makes.
All done. I'll transfer these to the centrifuge.
Like,
What was it? 15, 70, 10, 75?
oh, we gotta retrieve the notebook. Okay. So now we gotta go back. You need to keep that in the autopsy room there, buddy.
Why I regularly forgot birthdays and anniversaries. I'm lucky Alice always forgave me.
Okay, we had problems with this last time, so go to the notes. 15 minutes at 70%. 15 minutes at 70%. There we go.
I'm starting the centrifuge. Let's see what results come out. Fucking hell!
There it goes again.
Ridley! Mr. Ridley! Where is he? The fuses need resetting. Fuck it. I'll
Check
do
the
it
breakers in the
myself.
storeroom.
I swear there was a flashlight in here.
Oh my goodness. I don't even... It is so dark. Check the breakers. The storeroom. That was...
Whatever. I know where the switches are anyway.
Bathroom? Is this it? Where's the storeroom? Okay, we're gonna return back to the autopsy room. Interesting.
What the... oh, for fuck's sake. Can't I work in peace?
Yeah, really.
Jack Hanman speaking.
Easy, why so rude?
Steve? Sorry, man. This place is falling apart, and Ridley won't even lift a finger to help. You just can't work here.
Did the centrifuge strip the fuses again?
Oh yeah.
Eventually, everything's gonna go up in smoke.
Look on the bright side. It's a free cremation with your autopsy.
Jesus, stop it. That shit pisses me off.
Okay, sorry, Jack. Anyway, I'm calling to ask how the autopsy's going. Soon there'll be journalists sniffing around for info, so we'd best be ready.
I'll whiz through this in a couple of hours. It doesn't look like a complicated case to me. More of a formality. The report will be available in the morning.
Sounds great. Thanks. Phew. How's your head?
Well, my head seems better than yours. On the way to work.
Holy fuck. Jack, turn on the radio.
What?
Huh?
What's happening?
Quiet.
A 3-car police convoy was involved in an accident near Pete's Bay Bridge while transporting prisoners to Orleans Parish Prison. At the moment, we do not know the exact number of victims or whether any of the convicts escaped. However, the scale of the accident indicates a large number of victims, possibly even fatal ones. Police are on their way to investigate the incident and secure the area. We know that the injured prisoners are on death row. The police were to transport them to their execution, which was to take place tomorrow morning. Many of them are very dangerous criminals. We will report on the matter on an ongoing basis, so stay tuned with us.
What?
Well, okay.
Steven, was Red Pete one of the passengers? He was, wasn't he? What if he survived?
Jack, I have to go. They want me on site.
What if he survived?
I gotta go. Talk to you later, okay?
Fuck. Calm down, Jack. Pills. I need my pills. You heard him, Jack.
They go to the bathroom.
A serious accident.
I see him.
Lots of victims. He's definitely dead.
No? You don't want him this time? Oh, okay.
Nothing's going to happen. Christ. I've got to get back to work.
Yeah, we got some work to do here, man. Let's go. Like the samples from okay. All right. So it's starting.
What?
Did I miss something? Maybe not. You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a good spot for us to end the video. So I'm actually kind of digging this. This is actually really interesting. It's kind of keeping you in the loop. You really don't know what's coming next. And I actually enjoy this game. First time using a mouse and keyboard on a game, period. Maybe other than the Oregon Trail when I was a kid. I'm going to say this is part 1 of I don't know how many parts. Could be part 2, could be part 3, 4, I don't know. But I hope next time you join me on the next video. I'm going to call it right there. I am really interested to kind of see where this goes. So on the next video, be sure to look for that drop. Don't know when that's going to be. Probably in the next few days or so, but we'll see. I am your host, Mr. Equalizer. If you enjoyed the video here today, make sure that you like and sub to the channel. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss any time that I drop a video or when I go live. Until next time, we will see you on the next video. Thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.